Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Workout Wednesday. Last week we looked at the fastest bikes and wheels that you can get on Zwift. And I'm sure some of you saw that video, then eagerly logged into your Zwift account, navigated over to your garage, looking for that super nice S-Works Venge so you could finally start crushing people on that Thursday crit ride. Only to then be crushed yourself when you realized the S-Works Venge unlocks at level 33 and you're level 8. Bummer. Well, fear not, because this week we're going to be talking about how to level up in Zwift as fast as possible. Let's get into it. Leveling up in Zwift is not complicated. You just collect experience points, also known as XP, and you collect it by riding on Zwift. You collect 30 XP per mile ridden and 20 XP per kilometer ridden. But there's a few tips and tricks to help the process go just a little bit faster. Tip number 1, ride new routes. So every time you complete a new route in Zwift, you get a route badge. And with that route badge, you get a route badge bonus, equal to about 20 XP per kilometer for that course. So, for example, the London Loop will get you a 200 XP bonus when you finish that route. So you'll get the points for simply doing the distance, and then when you first cross the finish line for that very first time on that route, you'll get an extra 200 points. All of these bonuses over all the routes in Zwift together add up to over 40,000 points. So there's a lot of extra points out there just simply by doing the routes. And our friends over at Zwift Insider have put together a 12-week plan to get you through all of the Zwift routes. And with winter training coming and just a lot of time inside, now's a great time to maybe go check out that plan and see if you can't complete all the courses over the winter. I'll link the plan down in the description. One side note about the Zwift routes, you can only do one route per Zwift session. So if you're thinking, I have a 4-hour ride, I'm gonna knock out 15 of these, you're gonna need to log out of Zwift and then log back in 15 times. You can only do one route per session on Zwift. Also, make sure that you're selecting your route from the main menu before you even start riding. That way Zwift will automatically put you in the right spot and keep you on course. You never have to worry about navigating or anything, and it's way easier. Also, you might not have realized this, but you have probably got a lot of route badges already. So go to your badge menu inside Zwift and look and see what you've already completed so you're not wasting your time on stuff that you've already done. Tip number 2, ride a TT bike. And I know for all you roadies, you just freaked out, but it's virtual, so no one will hold it against you that you're on a triathlon bike. You can wear socks, it's cool. When you're on a TT bike, when you go under the banner, you'll only get the little plus or the big plus. You won't get the standard power-ups. And the little plus will get you 10 extra points, and the big plus will get you 250 points. Although I have never seen the big plus, but people say that's a real thing, so we're gonna go with it. We'll trust them for this. You can also kind of hack the system a little bit by picking really short courses that just sort of loop one into the other, and just ride continuously, netting either 10 or 250 every single time you complete that route. And here's a list up here from Zwift Insider of all the courses that kind of work pretty well for that idea. Tip number 3, ride flat courses. So you get the most points by going the furthest, and you're gonna go the furthest on a flat course. So get on that TT bike and head on over to a flat course. You're just gonna go the fastest. Pretty straightforward. Tip number 4, before you jump on that TT bike and ride so many laps of Tempest Fugate that your head starts to spin, switch your Zwift settings to metric. So you get 30 points for every mile ridden, but you get 20 points for every kilometer ridden. And because of the difference in distance, you actually get 7% more by being in kilometers. I think there's a joke in there somewhere about metric being a superior system, but we'll let that one pass. Tip number 5, join Zwift group events. So this is all about going as fast as possible, and you will go the fastest with other people around you because of that draft effect. So if you jump into a Zwift event, a Zwift group ride or something, you're gonna have that draft effect of all those people around you, and you'll go the fastest. So kind of start to think about combining some of these together, and it's like, okay, can I get on a TT bike on a Zwift event that lets me ride a TT bike, maybe on a flat course, and maybe even on a course that I've never done before. So now I'm starting to combine all these points together. That's how you level up much faster. Tip number 6, stay away from structured workouts, which I know is crazy for a triathlon coach to say, but in the context of trying to level up as fast as possible, structured workouts, not your friend. Like I said, normally you get points based off of distance, but in a structured workout, when you're doing a workout on Zwift, you get points based off of whether or not you have successfully completed the intervals. And you've successfully completed the intervals if you get one of those little gold stars next to that interval on Zwift. Now, I don't know about you, but I rarely get all the gold stars. In fact, usually I don't even get any. I'm not very good at following directions. But it presents an opportunity where a lot of points are sort of left out on the road, where if you had just done the ride maybe out of workout mode, you would have gotten all those points from the distance traveled. So I do think workouts are great. I love the structured workouts, but as far as trying to level up as fast as possible, structured workouts, not your friend. And finally, tip number 7, achievement badges. These are a lot like route badges, but they're given for completing some sort of challenge or activity outside of a course. And I will link a Zwift Insider article down below that lists all of the Zwift badges that you can get. Some of them are like hidden badges, so you can't even see them in Zwift menu, but they're there if you complete them. So it's very sneaky and not very fair. But I'll list all of those in that article down below, so you can go check that out. But you can complete those on top of completing the courses, and that will get you even more points because each one comes with a bonus. So there we go, 7 tips to help you level up in Zwift just a little bit faster. Now, I know some of you are kind of already starting to think about, well, how can I combine some of these together? And I know we kind of talked about a few ways when you can kind of hack the system, and there's a lot of articles online about, how to be the most efficient Zwifter ever, how you can do this in the best possible way. But for everyone else, I hope that this helps you get just a little bit closer to that dream bike of yours. You can ride it just a little bit sooner. And thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you next week. Next week, we are back to our normal schedule of Workout Wednesdays and Faster on Friday videos after kind of a weird holiday period where things kind of didn't line up right in the schedule. But next week, we're back to normal, so we will see you next week for another Workout Wednesday. Bye.